Former Defence Force surgeon takes a stand in Bason's inquiry, and Justice Minister files papers opposing ruling on Menzi Simelane. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. Former Surgeon General of the Defence Force General Neil Noble has told the Health Professions Council of South Africa's inquiry into chemical and biological warfare expert Dr. Walter Bason's conduct that he's not prepared to answer questions pertaining to military or state security. The defense has called Noble to testify as an expert witness. This after Bason concluded his testimony under cross-examination. Justice Minister Jeff Radebe has filed papers in the Constitutional Court opposing the confirmation of the Supreme Court of Appeal's ruling that President Jacob Zuma's appointment of Menzi Simelane was invalid. The Supreme Court of Appeal ruled that Simelane's appointment was invalid on the grounds that Zuma had made errors of fact and law in the process leading up to Simelane's appointment. But the order only takes effect after it's been confirmed by the Constitutional Court, as it entails a ruling against the President on a constitutional matter. Zuma placed Simelane on special leave pending the Constitutional Court review of the Supreme Court of Appeal's ruling. SABC senior political correspondent Thulasizwe Simelane has more.
In December last year, President Zuma indicated that he would respect and accept the judgment of the Supreme Court of Appeals. However, the Justice Minister said he would pursue the matter in the Constitutional Court, partly to seek clarity on various issues contained in the SCA judgment. In papers to the Constitutional Court, Radebe argues that Simelane's appointment conformed with the constitutional requirements of legality and rationality, and it was therefore consistent with the Constitution and valid. Thulasizwe Simelane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
ANC Women's League President Angie Motshekga has visited the Rasoge family in Themba, near Hammanskraal, north of Pretoria, to convey a message of condolences on behalf of the League. She was accompanied by members of the Women's League. Constable Francis Rasoge was last seen in 2004 after her convicted boyfriend, William Nguna, picked her up from a hair salon. Rasoge's remains were exhumed from Nguna's house more than a week ago. The burial will take place on the 14th of next month. Motshekga says even though all wounds have been opened, the family can now have closure.
This problem really is opening all the wounds, but we are also grateful that it will help them to find closure. So it's very sad we are bringing our condolences, but we are saying I think it happened for a good reason. They'll find closure, and so that they can know and give Rasoge a very dignified family in accordance with how they normally bury their own.
And the speaker in the Tshwane Metro, Marakane Musutswane, has indicated that the public participatory process has been concluded and as research of the current and proposed new street names has been done. She says specific names have been selected through a consultative process. The Democratic Alliance says it is not against the name changes. It says it submitted its amendments during council meetings. The Freedom Front Plus has indicated that although it believes that changes have been made, it has some concerns, such as changing all the street names at once.